The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Working out of the gun, Daniels. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety, and you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2nd down and inches. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. 3rd and 12.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from hard. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun. Goff. Flushed out right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off, breaks through the contact, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Goff now looking to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Montgomery running right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Back to throw, Goff. Hard throw, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hey, check that. Hey. Ready?
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ready, ready?
Daniels from the gun on third down. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw is Goff. Right side to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Hey, kill.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to breakaway. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Ready?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, set. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Let go.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go street.
To throw is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Now Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Bronco switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Let's go. Ready.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bates. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Come on. Hey.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Goff now to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's second down. Now Goff. That is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this going to wind up incomplete. So they took a chance on the fake spike. Doesn't work out. But at least here, the clock does stop with the incompletion. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Ready.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to
at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. the veteran Chris Boswell, ready to get things going. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Right to the air goes Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Set.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Harris again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Another run here with Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got it at the 3.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Okay, break.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Stop below 18. Ready?
Now Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And he's in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Go.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
70 Timberwolves. Check out.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On the ready.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
They run over center with Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
On first down, it's Harris. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now Russ. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. A run. Here's Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's second and 6. They run it over center with Harris. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jordan McGee there on the stop. Here's a third down and 4. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. No issues there. This one is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On the ground, this is Harris. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try the right side now with Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready?
Throwing is Daniels. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Come on, set. Ready.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. 1:58 to go in the first half of play. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Set up. Go.
To throw is Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got him. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, yeah. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
What?
Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now, Daniels. He'll let one go down the middle. And the Steelers are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10.
Alert! Quick! Good job right there. Good.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Wilson. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
It is 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60. Stephanie.
They'll throw with Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10.
What?
Now Wilson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Wilson to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready. Hey, smash. Riggs.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Ready up.
2nd down and 8.
Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is...
And he will score. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll manage only a couple. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Now a screen set up for Harris. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Here we go. Go.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Here we go. First right. Angel, Angel, Angel. Right.
Fields to throw for it. That's taken in. Give them 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin, touchdown Steelers. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Come on.
They'll run with Robinson. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Here we go, set.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Tag. 79 Broncos. Let go.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah.